This summer, we took a 2-week family road trip. This is day 1, San Antonio to Amarillo. We left San Antonio at 9 a.m., aiming to get to Amarillo by late afternoon, so we could go to Palo Duro Canyon State Park before it got dark. I've condensed 7.5 hours of driving down to just about a minute, because you don't want to watch a video of me just driving. The drive is beautiful, but man, I really hate videos of people just driving. When we arrived at Palo Duro Canyon, it had cooled off considerably and was raining a little bit. But as we drove into the canyon, the rain let up, and on advice from a friend, we decided to hike the Lighthouse Trail. The Lighthouse Trail is just over 3 miles in length, making for a 6-mile round trip. Since there was still the threat of rain, we decided to only go about a third of the way in. The scenery is spectacular, and it's hard to believe this is a state park. We saw several other hikers, bikers, and even a couple on horseback along the trail. Since it was a cool day, we didn't worry too much about water, but there are warning signs at the beginning of the trail to make sure you have plenty. I can imagine how hot it must be on that trail when it's in the 90s during most of the summer. After we left the Lighthouse Trail, we decided to drive through the rest of the park. We came upon the big cave and could see people climbing into it from the road, so we decided to stop and hike up to it ourselves. It's definitely a more strenuous hike up into the cave than the Lighthouse Trail, but the view is spectacular. drop a long ways. Palo Duro Canyon is only 30 minutes from Amarillo, so after our first day of adventure, we rolled into town, had some dinner, and hit the sack. We had a lot of driving ahead and lots of adventure planned over the next 2 weeks. Day 2 would begin with a famous Amarillo landmark before making our way into Colorado.